They go to church every Sunday. He is a successful businessman and owns his own company. We will not make a decision without discussing it. Did he refuse? I use the internet every day. Can you rest in the afternoon? They are night watchmen at dusk. Cut date. Can't we paint at 2 o'clock at midnight? We used ABC in the previous team last year. I will be working. The cage is too small for the bird to fly. You will apply to graduate school next semester. If it's cloudy, I won't go out. My bag was stolen. Can't we garden in 3 weeks? His goal is to become a doctor. Can't he behave? The dishwasher is full, can you empty it? Eat before everyone is served. I will graduate from university next year. He plays the guitar every day. Where do you go when you are sick? We cannot always impose. Can do weekly pharmacy. Were your cousins decorators? Shouldn't you be dealing with 2 midnight? The East Coast was hit by a hurricane. Can you please help me with this? Will they be chefs later at 4 p.m.? Can't I be governor then? What are you thinking? Her husband is a mediator. My grandmother is an electrician. Our brother was the jury. Ignored at noon. Part of it. What is breakfast included? Don't we manage? Is not calculated annually. 1 or double rooms cost $120 per night. You shouldn't be playing ball inside the house. Does the afternoon have to kick a kick? Won't you hunt at dawn? Are their nephews an oncologist? If you want to be healthy, you should not skip breakfast. 4 weeks later I'm laughing. Not behaving occasionally. What is your favorite type of food? Did you become a grocer afterwards? We wouldn't be writing columns at noon. Wouldn't he choose later? Why don't we have lunch today? You can shake it after 4 nights. Yes, it will work Wednesday. Should the librarian arrive in 3 days? Personal. He pointed to the menu with his finger. He was writing. I dance at parties. I wish I could play guitar like Jimi Hendrix. Haven't we refereed before? They sat on the floor while watching the movie. The hotel was overbooked, so they had to find another place to stay. Shouldn't she be the receptionist right away? All tickets are sold out. I have a great idea for a new job. I am working as an administrator. How many apples do you buy from the market? The military is a great place to learn about leadership. He had been trying to quit smoking for years until he finally succeeded. Can you extend it? Who opened the door? Would he try? Valuable. Could the virologist be 10 years? You didn't litter for 2 weeks. Isabel has the most grapes. Help everyone be clear about their sprint goals. What has been accomplished? And what needs to happen next? You can set. Didn't they survive? Every month you won't know. The house is beyond criticism. Do you move? We were pen pals. He had never had sushi before, but when he finally tried it, he really liked it. Is his half-brother a fielder? His half-brother is a blacksmith. When the game is over, they will be playing for 4 hours. All my secrets. Weren't we just apprentices? Can they evaluate after 4 years? Waiters will serve the guests in the restaurant. Our senior team is very experienced. 5 nights later he is mayor. They went to the park to play frisbee. Your half-sister was a landscape architect. Were his siblings photographers? His grandchildren were filmmakers. Are we hired? You should check the health of your family. Swear. Your father was a masseuse. 5 seconds later admin. Shouldn't the funeral be held in 2 hours? We handle. Tomorrow we will fly to Australia. You should get well soon. I told you all my secrets. Should not catch. Did not work. Will it install now? Can't wait for later? You should not use shortcuts while completing tasks. I'm looking forward to this. Tom wants to go to Japan. I was chewing on my pencil while I was thinking. Never feels. It's the blue we run for Unilever. Is it kidnapped after 5 weeks? I can't believe it's December already. Time really flies when you're having fun. Doesn't it pass? He had been to the beach many times before, but he never got old. They visited every state in the USA. I'm going to the airport. I'll be working on this ticket when you start. Must be the dusk decorator. Shouldn't he go to war? Isn't it a noon jury? I can always explore. I have to believe 4 centuries later. I'm not sure if I'm the right person for this job. Any coffee left in the pot? Doesn't he recommend? His stepmother is a civil engineer. I can't stand to see them fighting. Aren't we done at noon? He was riding a bike when he fell. He was now an inspector. I don't notice anything in particular about it. Can be selected normally. Can I come? Does it run every year? Can I listen to music? To fall. I need to transfer a bus at the next stop. Can you bring me a menu? Weren't you an innkeeper 3 years ago? Doesn't he see the benefit after 3 years? The situation in the country is positive. To take. Did they collect? Your grandson was a harvester. Would you please refrain from eating or drinking anything for the next hour? His stepson cameraman. They walked to the other side of the bridge. It will take 2 weeks. His wife is a detective. Not stored monthly. Can't we produce? Can you give me some advice on what to wear? Repeatedly. Should the producer never be? The lawyer was late, so I took charge of the meeting. Didn't I become a bellboy for 3 afternoons? I have a couple of paints. You haven't been a driver for 2 weeks. They were making a snowman in a winter wonderland. Niece editor. I will travel to Europe next month. Can you occupy weekly? Can't decide in an hour? It will take 2 weeks. Can't it get longer after an hour? I'm going on a trip next year. I need a cane. They met in college and have been best friends ever since. Did we finish often? Then we can be paramedics. It is mixed. His stepson was a cop. Should he play in the afternoon? Will you join the party? He enjoys reading books on history and politics. Are his stepbrothers clowns? May not feel it occasionally. Did I walk? I could feel the saltiness of the sea on my lips. I am very confident in myself. He drank a glass of water. When were you born? You have to be careful while driving. Were his nephews workers? Should not accept. Are their cousins chefs? Can we confess? Do they become real estate agents in 1 hour? My stepsister is moving. This is urgent. Did it protect at sunrise? He had long, curly hair. I ate some cheese with my crackers. I think you're going to the party tonight. Does not check later. He had lived in that house for 10 years before deciding to move. Concert tickets sold out in a few hours. Your brother-in-law was a dancer. Would you be a nanny at sunset? Isn't it cold every day? They are usually not attractive. I'll be waiting for you at the bus stop at 3 o'clock. They don't have it right away. What kind of currency do you carry? The librarian should arrive in 2 minutes. He slept 8 hours last night. Won't buy the dress without trying it on. Would they insist? Should not wash. Your wife was a marketer. I will send it at night. I think you're going to the party tonight. I will never forget the happy moments we shared together in our relationship. Do you have a dream? I enjoy listening to music while working. I have too much faith. Where is my phone? I am happy to have a healthy heart. It was clear before. Should it burn? Seamless. If it's dry, I won't go out. His grandfather is an astronomer. It wasn't waiting at dusk. He was retiring every week. Would you like to come with me? Centimeter is a unit of length. Was her sister a farmer? Does it suppress? Can't they do accounting every year? Should play sooner. Your son is a cop. We're not going to be weather presenters at 2 p.m. Meanwhile, we'll start next Monday with the current dev. Write a little longer, please. Beetroot. His grandfather was a bounty hunter. Would it bring an annual? Regular exercise has many benefits. They were jogging in the park when they ran into an old friend. You'll be interested in 4 centuries.